Hello my dear students. So today's our topic is synthesis, mechanism and the medicinal uses of Pamaquine. So Pamaquine, it is an anti-malarial drug that is used to treat malaria. So for the synthesis of Pamaquine, our starting material is 4-methoxy-2-nitroaniline. That is 4-methoxy-2-nitroaniline that is treated with acrolein. So acrolein, it is a byproduct that is obtained from the preparation of glycerol, right? So look at here. So from this pi bond, it shifted to the carbon. So electron density on the carbon get increases. Now it got the negative charge. Okay. So here the carbon, it act as electron donor. So electron density on this carbon get decreases. That is indicated with a positive charge. Okay. So positive means it is electron deficient. So here the nitrogen, it is having a lone pair, means it is electron rich. So the electron rich nitrogen that donates its electrons to the electron deficient carbon, right? So a nitrogen carbon bond will form. That is nothing but a nitrogen carbon bond. This is the nitrogen carbon bond, right? Now to neutralize this negative charge, so one of the hydrogen from the nitrogen, it moves to the carbon. Okay, please be clear about this. To neutralize this negative charge, so one of the hydrogen from the nitrogen, it moves to the carbon, right? So the CH, it become CH2. Okay, the CH, it become CH2. Two hydrogens are present here. Okay, here there are two hydrogens, CH2, right? So this is our molecule. Now this molecule, this is our intermediate product. Now this intermediate product, it shows a keto-enol tautomerism. It shows a keto-enol tautomerism, means it converted from ketone to enol and then enol to ketone. So how means? So look at here. So this C double bond O is there. So this pi bonded electrons moves to the oxygen. So oxygen is negative charge. Now this carbon got the positive charge. Okay. So everyone should know this point. Now, so one of the hydrogen from the CH2, it moves to the oxygen. So why? Because oxygen it is having an negative charge. Now the one of the hydrogen that moves to the oxygen, and this excess of electrons, they moves in between these two carbons. Okay, the excess of electrons from this bond, they moves in between these two carbons and form a double bond. And this O, it become a OH. This oxygen O, it become OH. So look at here. This is COH and the formation of double bond. Now this is ene and this is ol. Enol. This one is ene and this one is ol. This is enol. Primarily it is a ketone, C double bond O ketone only. The ketone will get converted to enol without adding additional substituents. That's why it is called a tautomerism. We are not adding additionally hydrogens or any other atoms. Just simply the ketonic group will get converted to enol. So this intermediate product, it shows a keto-enol tautomerism. Now a subsequent step-by-step reaction of sulfuric acid means nothing but a dehydration, oxidation and reduction. So dehydration means we all know that sulfuric acid is a strong dehydrating agent. That sulfuric acid, it eliminates the water molecule. So how means? From this enol, one of the hydroxyl group eliminated, and from this aromatic ring, another hydrogen get eliminated. Okay, so the carbon, it got the positive charge and here the carbon, it got the negative charge. So this electron rich carbon, it donates electrons to the electron deficient carbon. So thereby is ring closing reaction. This is a ring closing reaction. So hydroxyl group from the enol and from this aromatic ring, a hydrogen get eliminated as a water molecule. Right? So it comes a ring closure reaction. Look at here, the ring is get closed here. Now oxidation. Oxidation means we all know that oxidation is nothing but elimination of hydrogens or addition of oxygens. Here we are eliminating the hydrogens. First suppose one of the hydrogen from the nitrogen, and from this carbon one hydrogen. As a so please consider it here. Here we are eliminating the hydrogen in the protonic form. From the nitrogen we are eliminating the hydrogen as a protonic form, and from the carbon we are eliminating it like a hydride form. Okay. Now these electrons, look at here. So now these extra electrons, they move into the ring system and generates a double bond. Okay, and they generates a double bond. Right. So there is already double bond is there, double bond, and there is a double bond. Next one step is the reduction. Reduction means elimination of the same thing. Elimination of oxygens or addition of hydrogens. So here there is NO2 is there. That NO2 it get converted to NH2. Okay, in the reduction reaction we are eliminating the oxygen molecules and we are adding the hydrogens. That's why NO2 it get converted to NH2. Okay, so there are 2-3 steps. First one is dehydration. So we are eliminating the hydroxyl group and the hydrogen as a water molecule. So it is a ring closure reaction. The ring get closed. Okay. The next step is oxidation, means the addition of oxygens or elimination of hydrogens. So we are selecting the elimination of hydrogens. So from this, from the nitrogen one H and from the carbon one hydride ion. Two hydrogens are eliminated as a H2 gas. They are eliminated as a H2 gas. Completed. Next, the reduction. So reduction means addition of hydrogens or elimination of oxygens. So here we are adding hydrogens, addition of hydrogens, and we are eliminating the oxygens. So that's why NO2 it get converted to NH2. Okay. So and this is the pi bond. Right. So now this molecule, its name is 8-amino 6-methoxyquinoline. So for the synthesis of pymaquine, there are two methods are there. So first of all, you prepare with the help of 4-methoxy-2-nitroaniline with acrolein. By subsequent reactions, you can prepare this 8-amino 6-methoxyquinoline. Okay, for your exam purpose. Or directly you can take 8-amino 6-methoxyquinoline that treated with 4-bromo-NN diethylamino pentanamine. So that gives you the resultant molecule pymaquine. Okay, if you write like this with this number of a series of steps, you can get the full marks. Okay, in your exam. So right, so the 8-amino 6-methoxyquinoline, that is a product that is treated with 4-bromo-NN diethylamino pentanamine. So it is a very simple reaction. In that simply we are eliminating the bromine here. We are just eliminating the bromine. They form Br minus. Now this carbon, it has got the positive charge. Now from this nitrogen, I already told you, nitrogen having a lone pair of electrons that act as an electron rich system. Nitrogen it is electron rich system, and the carbon it is an electron deficient system. Now the electron rich nitrogen, it donates electrons to the electron deficient carbon and form a nitrogen carbon single bond. That is this nitrogen carbon single bond. Okay. Now this is our resultant molecule pymaquine. Okay. Hope you will understand. Please take a screenshot of this page. So when coming to the medicinal uses, so it is a tissue schizointicide, means it kills the parasite, it kills pre-erythrocytic parasite and gametocyte, and it kills both male and female gametocyte. It is effective against liver stage parasite, and it is effective against the hypnozoites of the relapse malaria of P. vivax and P. falciparum. Plasmodium vivax and the Plasmodium falciparum. So when coming to the mechanism of action of pymaquine, So first we should know about the malarial cycle. So in that, the infected female mosquito, the parasite infected female mosquito, when it bites to the human, it releases the sporozoites. Those sporozoites which enters into the liver and then which enters into the hepatic cells. In the hepatic cells, which develops sky joints. Okay. Now the sky joints, upon the rupture of the hepatic cells, which releases merozoites. Now these merozoites which infect a fresh RBC, red blood cell, and then they develops a trophozoites. So in the trophozoites, there are two different cycles are there. In that, first one is the production of sky joints, and then the rupture of RBCs which releases the sky joints. The release of sky joints, they again infect a new RBC, as well as the released sky joints which again infect the liver again. Okay. So in another way, the trophozoites which produces gametocytes. Okay. So the gametocytes which develops a female gamete and a microgamete and the macrogamete. So the microgamete and macrogamete, they combine to form a zygote, and then ookinete, and then oocyte, and then a sporozoite. Okay. Now the sporozoite. So this cycle is called sexual cycle. Okay. This cycle is called a sexual cycle, and this one is the asexual cycle. So asexual cycle, that is occurs in the human, and sexual cycle which is occurs in the malarial female mosquito. So whenever the gametocytes which are produced in the human blood, whenever a mosquito, it sucks the blood of the malarial parasite infected patient, these two gametocytes, macrogametocyte and microgamete, which enters into the mosquito, there it undergoes a sexual life cycle. So thereby it produces a zygote and then a ookinete, oocyte, sporozoite. Okay. So those sporozoites which are stored in the gut wall of the mosquito, and whenever this mosquito it bites a fresh human body, so then these sporozoites which enters into that person and it may infect the malaria, right? So our drug Pamaquine, when it enters into the liver, hepatic cells, it is metabolized. Okay, metabolized by the enzyme CYP2D6, cytochrome P2D6. The cytochrome P2D6, it is an enzyme that hydrolyzes the Pamaquine. Means it adds a hydroxyl functional group to the Pamaquine at different positions. Okay. Now this hydroxylated Pamaquine, it undergoes a sequence oxidation reduction cycle. Okay, a sequence oxidation reduction cycle, and it produces an unstable Pamaquine. So whenever the molecule it undergoes an oxidation reduction cycle, it produces H2O2 and react to oxygen free radicals. So we all know that the increased production of reactive oxygen free radicals which damages the DNA, either he is a human or it is an animal or a parasite, anyone, if the reactive oxygen species or the free radicals concentration increases, which causes DNA damage. So like that, the Pamaquine, it kills the parasite. Mainly the Pamaquine, it kills the sky joints. It kills the liver sky joints, as well as it also kills the gametocytes, female gametocyte and the male gametocyte also. So this is the mechanism of Pamaquine. So please take a screenshot of this page. Thank you. Coming to the medicinal uses. So it is a tissue sky jointicide, means it kills the parasite, it kills pre-erythrocytic parasite and gametocyte, and it kills both male and female gametocyte. It is effective against liver stage parasite, and it is effective against the hypnozoites of the relapse malaria. of P. vivax and P. falciparum. Plasmodium vivax and the Plasmodium falciparum. So thanks for watching this video.